Okay, so you were here. You were sent here because of a traffic violation.
Yes.
But that also stemmed from your years in prison, correct? I mean, not the traffic violation, but you were you were in prison for how long were you in prison for?
A little over a decade.
Uh,
I was in prison, and yes, being as though, well, not really. It didn't stem from that,
hmm
but I did a lot of things, up to the case because I knew I was on parole. I am on parole, so getting citations or anything, it could turn. Anytime it's a jailable offense, it can impede your movement as far as with parole. So when I went in there and spoke to them, let them know the things that I had going on and stuff like that, helping up to this, they just gave me a fine. Was lenient with me, gave me a fine, and sent me to the Goodwill program.
Okay, so I mean, but you were on parole for the decade in prison.
Yes.
And what were you in prison for?
First and second degree assault.
And is this the first time you've been in prison, or
No, the second time.
so? And how long were you in the first?
Like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And a couple of times just, going in and out, getting arrested, out on bail or recognizances, things like that.
So what was it? I mean, I guess the whole idea is that we don't want recidivism. Is that we don't want to repeat offend?
Absolutely.
And so tell me about that. I mean, now that you've spent a couple of times in prison and you've been arrested, and yeah, when you got pulled over for the driving offense, I mean, were you like, oh gosh, this is gonna, I'm on
I
parole?
actually didn't. This time, well, the first time when I went in prison, I really didn't. I wasn't. I never really. Rehabilitation starts with you. I didn't rehabilitate myself. I just got a smack on the wrist. I still was a child. I'm thinking everything was cool. But it's when I came out and went back in 17 months later for the stretch, and then being in there for all this time, and then getting sent further out with people that got years that I've been living. I'm 34 now. They had that in when I got in there. So seeing from a different perspective, it changed my perspective. So I started reading books and eating books and things like that. So the recidivism rate really comes from you. It's like you not wanting to transform your thinking. That's really where it comes from.
And you believe, and you think, and you've transformed your thinking. I mean, what made you transform your thinking?
Um, Gang violence. I asserted myself inside of a gang before even leaving the streets, on the streets. But it got a little more intense inside prison. And certain things happened, and an attempt happened on my life, and I wound up going to lockup for 3 years. And in the midst of that time, I had no time but to sit back and think, and started training myself to read and work out, which ultimately now I Zoom instruct a lot because of the things I taught myself being on solitary confinement for 21 and 23 and 1.
And the bottom line is, you don't want to keep doing this. I mean, how do you explain it simply that
Simply is no, I don't want to keep doing this. So I created movements to profess my pain through wisdom, through people, through all the information that I've obtained and everything, and coming to the Goodwill just enhanced that. They giving me more a critique on like the modern world, like the working world. I never had a job. I had my first one when I came home, and if I would have known these principles that I learned here, I would still be there because I didn't have no interpersonal skills. At least I wanted to pick and choose when to use them. You know what I mean? So it's like now I'm getting a lot better at everything, and it took me to get back into another situation, coming out here and linking back with the wrong people, trying to figure things out. But I know what I know now. I know what I don't want to do, and going to prison ain't where it's at. You know what I mean? Thinking that you're a gangster ain't where it's at. Getting in these gangs is not where it's at. So I created Lion Pride, Liberated Individuals Overcoming Negativity, which is a movement that embraces all human life, you know what I mean, in every forms of it. I teach the origins of everything, you know what I mean? I'm not against religion. I'm very spiritual. I go to anything. I speak to anybody. I'm very hospitable. That's what I like to do, convey information.
yeah, I know that you're very personable.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. Everything comes from a personal place.
So, but in particular, the grow. What have they? What has like? What dawned on you? Like, oh my goodness, I now I get it. Or what has really struck a chord with you through the grow program?
Through this program,
Yeah.
learning how to be more interpersonal, learning value, like not so much as value but ethic. The biggest thing I learned here is ethics. I didn't have ethics.
Meaning?
I used to hear like work ethics and things, but ethics come from everything. It comes from your whole value system, the way you think and how you view things, and just simply doing the right thing. And don't see nothing wrong with doing the right thing, even when it's a bad situation. Everything can be turned to a positive, and that's ethics. It must be legal as well as valuable, you know what I'm saying? So it must be personal and legal at the same time. That's the greatest thing I've learned in this GROW program. It's ethics.
So, like, what specific? Being on time, being a hard
Well,
worker? Like, what
Okay,
ethics?
okay,
Yeah.
I get you. I get you. Being on time, solving problems with coworkers, just anybody, you know. So basically, the interpersonal part of it, ethics and being interpersonal, being attentive to other people' feelings, and knowing that diversity is in place for a reason. So that's the biggest thing that they taught me here, because I had one-sided way of looking at everything. You know, and I believe that that's what got me back in the situation, which ultimately sent me here, which is just the universe working. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm here. But that's the biggest thing it taught me: ethics within interpersonal skills with individuals.
But, I mean, they're also doing, like, I mean, they're paying for your ticket.
Yes.
They're getting you to take the GED. I mean, like, tell me some of the particular things that you're doing
Okay.
because
Well, I'm. Yes. They also help us with transportation here. They help us with our clothing. They send us on mock interviews. They teach us how to sit and have mock interviews, certain attire to wear. You know what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. Another big thing that he taught me is about the knowing that if you don't keep up with the times, you will be left behind. You know what I mean? As far as with the technology and how it is to be able to use things and attach certain things. And I never had a resume in my life, so I got a resume now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that the skills that I had could even be concocted or transformed into a resume. So they showed me so much. It's just like, wow, this place is awesome, and it's free to the public. Like, I don't understand why everybody don't know about it. I don't understand why it took me to get in trouble to know about it, but that just goes to show the flock of people that I tend to chase when I first got back out here in society. But
so what are you gonna do with your resume? When you looked at your resume, what did you think?
I thought like, wow, I'm actually, I could be a part of the public eye. I could be the greatest janitor that anybody know, because I know cleaning if I don't know nothing else. And it's amazing how it was just all put together like that. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to hospitality. Hopefully I start that Monday. I'm going to take up the GED. I got a lot of goals. I want to ultimately start my own business, which I already have. I own that, but get further into it and just gain all the skills I can, and maybe one day I can become a recipient of goodwill, because I feel like I work here. Like, this is my job, because I'm into the giving back.
That's great. That's great. So you looked at your resume so you said something about goals.
Yeah.
Did you have goals before? Did you realize you had goals before? You have new goals, or what? I mean,
Well,
did it wake you up to the idea that you need to set some goals and then go accomplish them?
Well, I already had goals, more so visions. So my visions was click tight before I even got out here. But my visions didn't coincide with the working world. It just coincided still the vigilante side of things. Not so much as being a vigilante, but like not going about things the proper way, just going out there and doing it because I can. Knowing that you gotta go get certain patents and do certain things and get vendor license if you wanna sell candies or anything, certain things that I have put myself involved in. You know what I mean? So now this is the goodwill is teaching me how to, still embrace those characteristics that I have, but do it in the right way. That's where the ethics coming at again. You know what I mean? The ethical way of doing it, the right way to do it. So they're teaching me about business and getting more structural with my time and being more punctual and knowing that, certain time, like being on interviews on time and how to dress and being 15 minutes early, things like this. So they teaching me great ethic here in Goodwill, and I'm just taking it and inserting it with the rest of the people that I got going on. I brought 14 people here the last venue that was going on. I've been to 2 venues outside of, I don't even have to be there. Just one just Saturday and like 1 2 weeks ago. And I sit behind, I talk about it, and I'm great at speaking to people. So
you brought 14 people into the program?
well, yes, here.
And to grow, or
Yes, well here because they had a open thing. So I brought my whole family. Yeah, everybody signed up. Everybody going through something. My brother is in it now. He's going through the program. He's great. Start CDL classes in October. So I'm just bringing people on. Like Goodwill is a great place for people to come to. It really is. It really helps people in more ways than they could think. You know what I mean? You just got to come. You just got to step down here. 222 Redwood. I ain't lying. You come down here, you gonna get it done. But yeah, I brought my sister down here. My wife brought my wife down here, and many other people. I got a friend that works right down here in the press shop in the harbor. I'm pretty much from this area, right across the street of President Street. I grew up in those project homes right there, so the harbor is all I know. You know what I mean? So this is my home. So I bring everybody to it. You know, like get on down to Goodwill.
So what's your plan? What is the immediate plan now that you're gonna keep going with this? But what kind of job do you think you'll get out of this?
Well, right now, you know what? That's a good question. My resume pinpoints the janitorial, but I'm going for hospitality now. Like I said, I do a lot of things already out in the community as far as Zumba classes, and I like to dance. So I'm really more so going into business, but I want to turn a career into janitorial work. I would rather do janitorial work because I'm real good at cleaning. I have OCD. I'm very neat. You know what I mean? And then go into business from there. So I never wanted to end. They got so many opportunities. I just want to keep moving. I got so much energy. I'm always into everything. I'll come to every venue, everything. I don't care because I'm for the people. My profession is to serve people. That's what I like to do.
So wait, with the Zumba and whatever, are you teaching Zumba? Are you doing are you teaching physical therapy? Or are you
well, yeah, it's just like Zumba, like dancing, and
yeah.
I go to people homes, and you know what I mean, and I help them get in shape and stuff like that. I make them all over social media. I make videos. It's all over social media. So it's what I do. It's called Manifest Reality Dance Group, Zumba Fit or Unifit, because I got the Uni movement with the Unifit. I dance around.
Is that because of Grow or just on your own?
That was on my own. Grow was giving me the credentials and the better interpersonal skills to be able to grow. So it's beautiful how this is nonprofit. I already was in a nonprofit. My non-profitable situations put me in a situation. They sent me straight to Grow. So it's like Grow is where everybody need to be because everybody don't have the information that I was able to sit down and obtain because we got a lot of things going on out here. I think people should come to Goodwill. It's the best place to be right now. It's the best resource in Baltimore that I know of. And there's some resources out here, but this is the best resource that I know. Period. They have so many things for you, so many. It's amazing. They always got flyers. They always trying to help you. They always talking to you. They really care. They help you get here, with your transportation, everything, your clothing. I got.
Yeah, list for me like the things that they've done for you. Like they're paying a traffic violation.
Yes, they're paying.
They're getting you into. List them for me. Like
okay. Well, they pay my traffic.
Hold on. Go ahead.
They pay my traffic violations. They put me in the job readiness class, advanced and the intermediate. They're putting me in the hospitality classes now. They assisted my family in their situations and resources for them. They give me transportation to get here. They got a great insight on things to do. They're very hard on you about choosing apprenticeships and things to do. They're very big on your goals. They are really big on helping people learn how to be goal oriented. And that's the greatest thing that I'm learning from Goodwill is to be goal oriented. I had a bunch of visions, but visions is always good because you always know which direction to go in. But what's about the small steps, and that's where them goals come in at. And Goodwill was showing me goals. They're giving me goals and things, and there's so many activities to just keep doing. So I just remain doing it. I just don't won't stop. I'm always here, always here. Even when they didn't have the transportation to get us here, I still came here. Even if I had to walk, you know what I'm saying? I will get here, and I'm in the county. You know what I mean? So it's serious. Like Goodwill has done a lot for me in a month that I've been here, a little over a month.
All right, that's awesome. Anything else we should know? I think we went over everything.
I think we did.